Hey everybody, it's Chase with AVA Pop Culture again, and today we are here for month number 3 in my ongoing look at what it's like to be a Vinegar Syndrome yearly subscriber. I have March's shipment in, and today, because I got that in so fast, we are going to also review and rank last month's titles, because I promised I will do that every single month, so that you can follow along with me to see what it means to be a Vinegar Syndrome subscriber. So pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this. All right, so big video today on Vinegar Syndrome. Try to get through it quickly as I can. We are going to start off with last month's, that's February's, rankings. So I didn't get February shipment of movies until March the 4th. So I've had to watch those, and I'm ready to review and rank those. And then before I could even finish, I got this month's in. You guys know how I do it. I always cut open the tape so that I don't accidentally spine cut anything when I'm opening it. But we're going to take a look at the last month's first, and I have 5 movies. That includes the 3 films that come with the Vinegar Syndrome subscription and the 2 additional films that I bought with my Vinegar Syndrome subscriber discount, which is all part of being a yearly subscriber. You guys know this is my first time on it, and I'm bringing you along with the ride. So let's just jump right in. This first film came as a part of the subscriber package for February, but for me, it's just the bottom of the list. I gave it a try. I actually tried twice. I tried it with subtitles. I tried the English dub. I did prefer the English dub, but cannibal movies are just not for me, and I got to cover up the slip here. But White Cannibal Queen, just not for me. I'm not into cannibal movies in any way. There's just something about them that just puts me off. It's not my thing. It's cool if it's yours. If it's yours, this is a Jess Franco film, and you're going to get some of the requisite, things that you might get from a Jess Franco film. Although none of the, if you're looking for, TNA type thing, none of it is done in any kind of appealing way whatsoever. It's just, this is about a family that is basically, the father is a research scientist, archaeologist, whatever, and they are basically taken over by a group of cannibals off their boat. They literally attack and begin to eat the mother alive. They chop off the father's arm and they devour it. He gets away, but they keep his young daughter, who they end up worshiping as a queen. And when he eventually comes back and tries to save her, it's twisted. It's just not for me. I actually don't think this is one that I'm going to keep in the collection. So if anyone is interested in this one, email me at avawithchase@gmail.com, and I will sell it to you for less than what they are selling it on Vinegar Syndrome, or I'll just keep it and end up giving it away at a live stream or something like that. But I don't see myself ever watching this again, and I don't hoard titles, so this is one that I will be giving away. It does have cool artwork and all that kind of stuff. I'm not a completionist. Like, all this stuff is raised, what have you. This is not one that I will probably be keeping. Now, the rest of them I will be keeping. And the next one is a partner label, and I had talked about this when I saw this one beforehand, but coming in at number 4 in my 5 movie rankings here is Her Body. And this is based on a true story. This is the uncensored edition. This is about a beautiful diver, and a Czechoslovakian diver, and she gets injured, and she was going to be an Olympian, and she gets injured, and she can never dive anymore, and she ends up going into the adult film industry. She starts with modeling and then going into the adult film industry, She becomes pretty famous. She starts to make a lot of money, but she ends up passing away at a young age of brain cancer. And this is basically like a biography. And I'm just going to warn you, though, this is the uncensored version. And she's in the adult film industry. And I'm trying to think of a way to say this that I can put on YouTube here. You are going to see everything that entails in a very uncensored way. Let's just say that. So be ready for that. And but it's kind of a film that takes a heavy turn at the end, but it's very well done. It is very well done, and it's definitely one that I will keep. I bought this with the subscriber discount, so I think I paid like $15 and got this with the slip. Now these are very limited with the slip, so if you're interested, I think they only did 1,000. So definitely one that I'll keep, and Her Body comes in at number 4. Now at number 3 on the list is another one I had seen before, and this was this month's 4K. It is The Possession of Joel Delaney. And this is the 4K for the month. This movie, I mean, it's loaded down with extras and stuff like that. They did a great job with the 4K, as always. And I don't, although I do not care for this artwork at all. It's just kind of blah. And I don't know. Between this and Deranged, I don't necessarily care for the artwork of these. But you have Shirley MacLaine in a role earlier in her career. This is a possession film from the 70s, so it starts that rash of possession movies and stuff like that. She looks beautiful in this movie, by the way. It's kind of twisted. It feels very 70s when you watch it. The look, the aesthetic of it. I mean, you can tell it's 70s. It's not one I see myself revisiting a lot, but I will probably watch it again. Eventually, I'll dive into more of the special features. Yet another, if that will focus, probably not. Another Paramount film. Yeah, it's okay. Can I recommend you run by it? If you're really into possession movies, then yeah. It feels more like a serial killer type movie in a lot of ways than just a straight up possession movie. But the 4K is great, and the artwork, not so much in my opinion. But Possession of Joel Delaney, I will definitely be keeping, and it comes in at 543 on our top 5. Now, the top 2 are pretty clear. I did a review of both of these films. I enjoyed them both. It's very hard to rank them 1 or 2 because they're so different. But I am talking about The Joy of Sex and The Carpenter. If you saw, I did full 4K and Blu-ray reviews of these, so check out that video if you want to see an in-depth coverage of both of these. Rest in peace to Wings Hauser. The day that I released this, he passed away. I believe he was 78 years old. And these movies are both enjoyable. I think these are 2 of the biggest widespread appeal films from Vinegar Syndrome lately, outside of like VSU films and stuff. The Joy of Sex is an 80s sex comedy. The lead character is a hypochondriac. She believes that she has that a standard mole on her chest is melanoma and she's going to die, so she wants to lose her virginity because she thinks she only has a month or 2 to live. And that makes for some very fun instances in the movie. You also have Christopher Lloyd playing a funny character, Ernie Hudson playing a funny character, lots of recognizable faces from 80s comedies like that. Enjoyable. And then this is a Canucksploitation like slasher where this college professor and his mentally troubled wife move to this house and they're getting it renovated, and a mysterious carpenter is working all hours of the night and might just be killing people who mess with the woman who is the one of the owners of the house, or she might be hallucinating all of it because she's a little messed up. It is over the top in some places. I enjoyed both of these. These will be definitely multiple time watches. Look for here soon. I'm going to do a full watch along commentary of The Carpenter with my man Jason over at Pop Culture Mass. So check that out, and we might get Brian from Last Movie Standing to join us again. But we're going to do a commentary watch along with this, and in sort of memorial to Wings Hauser. But both of these high recommends. We'll watch multiple times, and that kind of sums up last month. So we want to move on and unbox everything I got this month as a subscriber. And, I always cut it open, but I have not opened anything up yet. So let's just see what we got. Now, I will say that I made quite a few other subscriber discounted purchases. So I'm not sure what's going to be what when I pull it out here. Okay, so I see one. This is actually been out for a while. I bought this looking for Mr. Goodbar 4K with the subscriber discount. So this is one that I went ahead and picked up, but that is not on this month's subscriber stuff. But I will be reviewing this one for you guys. I know a lot of people have done it, but I'll be ranking it along with everything else. And then this one is part of the subscriber sale. Our subscriber package, and that is Devil Fetus and Her Vengeance. I guess that is a double feature here. This is two movies, and pretty wild cover there. So the Devil's Fetus is from 1983. Her Vengeance is from 1988. These both look like they are in Cantonese and English. Category 3 films. So these look pretty wild. 2-disc set, newly color graded and restored from the supplied masters of the film. So this should be interesting. It says there was nothing quite like the outrageous Hong Kong cinema of the 80s. From horrific black magic to spellbinding choreographed action and dark and lurid stories of revenge, Hong Kong filmmakers created genre cinema that broke new ground. So, looks like some pretty wild stuff here. I'm hoping it's along the lines of the Seventh Curse, something like that, because I really did enjoy it. But, we'll check out Devil's Fetus and Her Vengeance. That's part of the subscriber stuff. See what else we got in here. Okay, I think all of these are other ones that I purchased with my discount. So these are not part of the subscriber package, but I picked up the Terranauts. I'm working on a couple of lists of like crazy 50s, 60s sci-fi horror type stuff. So I wanted to check this one out and add it to it. And I got this at a really good discount. That's definitely going to be in that range. So picked up the Terranauts. I also picked up, this was not on the subscriber, this was not part of the subscriber deal, but I went back and picked up the Mansion of Madness. So I don't know. I heard this is based on an Edgar Allan Poe story. So we're going to check that out. And I think I got both of these. I think I got this one for like $17.49. And I want to say $20 or $19.49 or $22 something subscriber price for the Mansion of Madness. And then I also picked up, this was highly recommended. Daniel, the Cobwebs, did a video talking about this. I heard from a couple of other people. Jason, a Chinese torture chamber story. So I picked that up, and I think that's 1 and 2, so it's 2 films. Looks crazy. I'm a little more adventurous on that because of like the Seventh Curse and the Witch from Nepal. That wasn't terrible either. So I'm venturing out a little bit. So I figured I would pick this up with my discount. Like I said, That's already 4 films on my discount that didn't actually come with the subscriber package. And then I have the last 2 here did come. That's the last 2. The last 2 did come with the subscriber thing. This is the 4K for the month. This is Brimstone and Treacle. And this movie actually stars Sting and has a soundtrack partially by the Police. So that's kind of a big deal, like as far as soundtracks. I mean, because the Police, whether you were fans of them or not, they were a big group, and Sting is very, very famous. So it says young conman Martin Taylor is out grifting on the streets of London when he happens across Tom Bates, a middle-class family man who Martin quickly learns has a disabled daughter at home who's been left brain damaged by a hit-and-run accident. Pretending to be an old love interest of the girl, Patty, Martin soon tricks his way to the family's countryside home where he promptly charms the mother and convinces her to let him stay for a few days and take care of Patty, much to the wariness of Tom, who questions Mark's intentions. As the young man integrates himself more and more into the family life, it soon becomes clear that he harbors a much more sinister purpose. So, seems interesting. It is an 87-minute movie presented in Dolby Vision, HDR, newly scanned, and restored from the 35mm. See how they say restored and scanned? That's both parts of the process of the 35mm original camera negative in its original English. It also includes a Blu-ray disc containing everything on the Ultra HD disc. And it has newly recorded select-a-scene audio commentary with lead actor Sting and the director Richard Loncrane. Trouble Brewing. That's a 41-minute feature with those 2. There's another feature called Trouble Brewing, 26 minutes, as an interview with the director again. A House for the Devil, an interview with the production designer. So another 16-minute feature. Big Vision, small screens. Dennis Potter on film, another 23-minute feature. Another feature with film historians John Deere and John Williams on big screen adaptations. And it has the original trailer. So it says this was originally written for British television by legendary British dramatist Dennis Potter. So interesting. It was deemed too controversial and was pulled. So in not put back on until 1987. So interesting. It says that it was the 4K restoration was supervised by the director and the cinematographer. So there you go. We can open up the, it says wickedness lurks in a new disguise. So interesting to see Sting like this. We'll just open this up if we can't. I've noticed one thing with their Vinegar Syndrome's like plastic cover, like their coating or the outside here, it's thicker than most. It's like the difference between super thin wrapping paper and like that thicker stuff. But there you go. There's your 2-disc set. Little booklet here. So we're definitely going to check that out. And seems interesting. Seems like the soundtrack is going to be good. I think this this artwork is kind of interesting. It's sort of like the gothic, religious, maybe overtone nature of the film. I've never seen it, so I can't comment on that, but we're going to check it out. That is this month's 4K. And then we get a new Forgotten Jolly box. It says Volume 8. I do have a couple of these. I think the only one that I think I have 2. Let's see, Forgotten Jolly. No, I only have 1. The only one that I bought, I'm not the biggest Jollo fan. So the only one that I bought is famously the one with Arabella Black Angel, which is one of my favorite, just sleazy, absolutely sleazy Jollo films. But they all have amazing artwork, and it's got 3 films in here. Rings of Fear, Reflections in Black, and AAA masseuse good looking offers her services. What a title. What a title. Yeah, the artwork is super cool on these all the time. Slide that off of here. You got more artwork in there. Slide these out. Rings of Fear. I think this already had a release at one time, so I don't know if they did anything new to it. Yeah, they actually did this has been released before, I'm pretty sure. But this says that it has a brand new scan and a brand new restoration in 2K from the 35 millimeter blow up. So I'm thinking I'm wondering if it was shot in 16 millimeter. Lots of new, it's got some new special features on there. Presented Italian language. It also has an English dub soundtrack. So Rings of Fear. Reflections in Black. It also has a newly scanned and restored 2K from a 35 millimeter copyright deposit print from Italy. So that means the print that they deposited with their country's copyright office, more than likely, it's like the Library of Congress type thing where they keep your copyright office, keep your copyright. They got that print. That's what it looks like, and that's what they restored from. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Rings of Fear says it's a hard-boiled inspector, Gianni DeSalvo, has been sent to solve the murder of a schoolgirl found nude and savagely tortured. There you go. And then Reflections in Black. Countess Orselmo hides her lust for women from most of those closest to her, but does not stop her from taking a bevy of beautiful female companions to her bed. But when some of her favorite conquests are discovered dead, slashed to ribbons with a razor, the Countess finds herself embroiled in a sinister mystery of which her illicit affairs are at the very center. Interesting. It says it's one of the more obscure efforts in this. So interesting. And then finally, AAA masseuse, good looking, offers her services. What a title. It says Christina cannot stand her overbearing and oppressive home life. After deciding she needs to make it on her own, she rents an apartment, but quickly discovers that to enjoy her freedom and independence, she'll need to earn a steady income. What a shock. Taking advantage of her voluptuous body, she begins working as a call girl under the protection of a rough pimp named Oscar. But when some of her clients start turning up dead with their throats slashed, Christina realizes that a madman on the loose is following her carnal activities in order to find a victim pool. Interesting. It's so funny because this one, an early example of a giallo that leaned as heavily on sex and nudity as it did traditional whodunit plotting. It says beautiful female leads were willing to do plentiful nude scenes here. Pretty funny. So definitely going to be some interesting, sounds like some sleaziness in there. Rings of Fear, I think, is probably the more well-known one out of those. I might be wrong. I'm not a giallo aficionado. But I will watch all of these for the ranking this month. So that's going to give me, because this is 3 films and this is 2 films, that's 5. This is 6. So on your subscriber package, this month, you're going to get a giallo box, a 4K, and then a double feature. So you're really going to get 6 films this month. And so that's 6. And then I also picked up all of these. So that is 2 films here, part 1 and 2 of Chinese Torture Chamber. So that's 8 films I got to watch. Mansion of Madness, that makes 9. Terrornauts, 10. Looking for Mr. Goodbar, 11. That's why I wasted no time. I decided to do last month's rankings with this month's unboxing, because that is 11 films. And to be honest with you, I don't know when I will get the next box. So thinking of that when it comes to being a Vinegar Syndrome yearly subscriber, I got February's order on March the 4th. But I got March's order on like, I've had this for like for 7 days. I got it on March the 18th. And I just haven't had time with all the other videos I'm doing. And I wasn't feeling well for a couple of days. I just haven't had time to do the unboxing. And I was trying to finish the ranking on these. So I don't know. It could be, you know, that I don't get, because now I already have March's here. And they won't announce April's until April the 1st. So I could get it. I might have only 2 or 3 weeks to watch all these. Or if they run behind again, I could have over a month to watch all these. So I don't know. So I'm going to get on it quick. I guess over time we'll see where the average comes in. Like what part of the month you normally tend to get shipments. We'll kind of see how that goes. And yeah, so this month I definitely made use of the subscriber discount. And then because of the way it's packaged, you got 6 movies with your subscriber as a subscriber in 3 different packages. So that's what I got. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Of course, Mr. Goodbar came out December, I think, last year, November, but a lot of people recommended this one. Picked it up, the 4K, and looking forward to checking out all these. And that's what I got. This time, I will be back as soon as I can watch all of these to review them for you. If I find some that are standouts, I might do a standalone review like I did with The Carpenter and Joy of Sex. If you guys have any of these that you would like me to specifically do a review of on videos of its own, or like 1 or 2 that you'd like to see me review in one video, let me know. But that's what I got for you this time. Our ongoing look at what it means to be a Vinegar Syndrome yearly subscriber. Hopefully all of this will help you decide if it's something that's right for you. They do have half-year memberships that start in July, I believe it is. So maybe you decide you want to tiptoe into it there. I'm still trying to figure out if it's something that I'm going to do again, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to explore all this together, and this is month 3, and I hope you are enjoying it. But until next time, you guys please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Help me share it out there. Help the channel grow. If you want to support everything that I'm doing here, you can join below at my Patreon or my YouTube link. A couple dollars a month, get your name and lights on every single video, behind the scenes looks at my filmmaking, members only videos, fun travel stuff that I do, all kinds of different stuff. And if you have a channel out there, some of my YouTube brethren on here, make sure you check out their channels below. The Original Fuzz on here as a member. We got Jordan at the Movie Den. I will make sure that I'm calling you guys out as much as I can. And it is really, really a big thing to me that we are all supporting each other. Just had another new channel join here, Killer Alien. Check out his channel. You have Canadian Maker Project in here. He has a channel. All that kind of stuff. I put it all down there, and I really, really appreciate the support of all of you and my fellow YouTube brethren. And we are just one big physical media, movie-loving family. And until next time, check all of them out. Have a lot of fun. Watch some movies. And be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. I know.